Hello and welcome to Guildmaster Gaming. This time around, I'm going to be telling you about the events I did last weekend. I was invited to and participated in ProtoCON 2025 in Salt Lake City. ProtoCON is a place where they test and play prototype board games and our tabletop games overall uh, to get feedback from players. And this year, yeah, like every year, it's been going on here in Salt Lake. It is sponsored by the Board Game Designers Guild. Now, it's not just board games because they also had a couple of RPGs there. It's a really great event. And it's a lot of fun because it's a chance to see all sorts of things in development, from things that are early on to later on. The developers are all different types of people, all different types of game. There's even a young one gentleman, 10 years old, that had his game prototype there and was explaining it and showing it with everybody. But the other thing I wanted to tell you about is some of the games there. But before doing that, I want to thank Dave Gonzalez and the Board Game Designers Guild for having me there because it was a lot of fun and I enjoyed it. But there was three games I was going to kind of take a closer look at and kind of giving you a brief thing because they're ones that are very close to being released. They're either going to be going up into Kickstarter or going out for publication. And all of these and the other games are going to be being played at additional conventions coming up in the area, and not just here, because one of the games came down from Canada with the developer from British Columbia. So, a really fun group of people. So, not in any particular order except alphabetical, we have Burgle Brothers 3. Now, Burgle Brothers 3, if you've played Burgle Brothers, it's the same basic things. It's a cooperative game. You're entering into a building, you explore the building. It's tiles, you flip them over, and you have to do something. The first one was going through, you finding a vault, breaking in, and then getting out. The second one was in a casino heist. This one is you're taking on a computer. You have to deactivate the main mother computer. I kind of joked to them when I was playing that, we're going after the Red Queen. And they chuckled because yeah, they did have a little bit of that in there also. So Burgle Brothers, if like I said, it's you each person plays a character, you're going in, and it's everybody wins or nobody wins. Anybody gets caught, that's it. And we've had a lot of fun with Burgle Brothers. So I'm expecting to, and we're, to this one to be a lot more fun. A lot more, not more fun than those, but just more fun to be playing. Then we have Literacies. This one is the one that came down from Canada. It's a two-person game, and it's about pirates that are pairing off against each other when they're ships because there's been a contract made with the mermaids so that they can pass safely. And to do that, they have floating libraries that they put books in. Uh, but the goal of this game is to make your opponents sink their ships by putting in too many books. And you have a card playing, you have a set hand, and then you work through your cards. So, it's not deck building, but you have the same cards that you just can keep rotating through as your ships go around the board, forcing you or the other player to put books until it sinks. The person that sinks loses because they broke the contract with the mermaids. But it's got some strategy to it that's really kind of interesting, even though it's quite simple sounding. And I had a lot of fun playing it. So the other one is Stack City. This is an engine builder game where you're building a 3D city on a board. And you earn money by what you got, how much you build, what you've done. You can collect building permits of different types to get different buildings so you can expand the city with better ones. It's got a two-level strategy. You got the engine building to earn the money and keep building that way. But the real point of the game is earning economic points, which is from specific buildings and different cards that you can collect during the time. So if you could be making all the big money, but if you're just trying to save it up and not build as much, you're not going to do as well. So it's got a two-level strategy. Now, all of these three games, I'll be doing separate write-ups and reviews, same as a review of ProtoCON of what I went through there. And those will all be listed out in the links as they get published. So keep an eye out on those. Keep an eye out on these games and anything else you see as a prototype coming out. I highly recommend if you get a chance going to your local convention and play some prototype games, you'll probably have some fun. And the developers really appreciate it because you can give feedback that will help them make a better game. I've been able to do that over the years at many different conventions. And it's been a lot of fun. And if you like it, every so often they'll take down names and put them in the layout of the board or within the rules for thanking people. A lot of great stuff happening there. And it's a lot of fun trying games that you've never seen before. Hey, so if you like this, please share it with people that you know like games, like finding out especially new games. And subscribe, and we'll be doing more of this. Thanks, and we'll talk more later. Have fun.